everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Q&A mukbang while I eat Jimmy John's. Lately this has been my favorite meal, like in the entire world. I cannot stop going and getting it. I get an Italian club, unwich, and on the Italian club it is salami, ham, I don't know what this other, how to pronounce it or what it's called. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it on the screen so you can see my exact order. But the only thing I change about it is I add pickles. An unwich is basically their sub, but as you can see, it's wrapped in some lettuce. I'm pretty sure it's just iceberg lettuce instead of bread. And then I get a side of Jimmy chips, which is just regular potato chips. I usually get their pickle, but their pickle is literally like $2, and it's kind of crazy when I have some pickles at home. So these are the Famous Dave's Classic Dough. These are my favorite pickles. If you're a pickle girly, try those. And my drink today is a summer edition white peach Red Bull. And I literally have no ice, so we're making do. My cute little Coca-Cola cup, I got it at Ross. I think I got it at Ross. Oh, and I get a side of Kickin' Ranch. Okay, let's get into it. I am literally starving. Open the Jimmy chips. Start off with these. I love a folded chip. Oh my God, I love a folded chip. And the majority of these are folded, like. Potato is watching from the background. Also, I want to give a huge shout out. Potato had his surgery yesterday. He had 7 teeth extracted. I thought it was going to be 4, just his top teeth. But it was 4 on the top, 1 in the back, 1 on the bottom, and another one in the back on the top. Actually, I have the paper. Let me show y'all. Those are all the teeth. All the ones that are X'd out are the ones they took out. Crazy. So yeah, thank you to everybody. I had done a fundraiser on my stream for like 4 days in a row because it was kind of like a emergency, not really an emergency surgery, but something that needed to be done ASAP because they didn't want the infection to like go anywhere else. So thank you guys so much for donating and supporting, and anybody who just came to lurk and help me get that ad revenue, thank you so much. I love you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. We're gonna eat a little bit and then I'm gonna answer some questions. I have them written down in my Squishmallow notebook. So I asked some questions on Instagram. I kind of gave like an hour for you guys to reply, so not too many questions, but some really good ones. Shout out to the person who asked like 10 different questions. You're real as fuck for that. Oh. It is messy though, and this is like a brand new shirt, so I hope it don't spill. It's way too hot to do mukbangs in my car now. I mean, I do have AC, but like, you would just hear the AC blasting. I'm sure you can hear my house. Also, it's like raining outside and super windy, so if you hear any strange noises, it's the rain. It's not my mods in my basement. Undress it. Let's get some Kickin' Ranch on there. Jimmy chip, dip it in ranch, put it on top. Holy shit. It's literally like eating a handheld salad. Now that I'm feeling a little bit more nourished, let's ask me some questions. So the first question is, what keeps you motivated? Also, thank you for loving my content. I appreciate it a lot. What keeps me motivated? Honestly, this is gonna kind of sound silly. Maybe it doesn't sound silly, but genuinely, this is what gets me out of bed when I'm just laying there like, oh, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to stream. I don't want to make content. Not only am I a massive Blackpink fan, but I watched the Blackpink Light Up the Sky on Netflix. Is it on Netflix still? I don't really know, but it just made me realize that Blackpink is Blackpink because they worked so fucking hard and they no days off. They pushed themselves to do, you know, singing, dancing, training, all of this stuff, and they are so successful because they really just locked in. And I'm just like, damn, what would Blackpink do? You know, I'm like laying in bed depressed. I'm like, damn, what would Lisa do right now? She would get the fuck up and go make some money. She would go make something of herself, you know? I really just think of like my favorite artists, my favorite content creators, and I'm just like, damn, like they are who they are because they pushed themselves. They worked really hard for it. And I also think to myself, stick to the plan. Do things according to the plan that you have for yourself, not according to your feelings. You do need rest days. When you're burnt out, it's good to take a rest, but also like that plan that you set for yourself, you have to lock in and stick to it. And if you really push yourself, you can do whatever you want. I never thought, I know I'm not like super big and famous or anything, but I really never thought that I would be making YouTube videos, that I would be partnered on Twitch, that I would have 25,000 followers. I would have like 200 people watching my streams like every day. There was a time when it was just like I had 25 viewers and I was like, damn, when am I gonna get 75 average so I can be partnered? And now here I am, and like it's really just because I pushed myself to keep going. Even on the days where you don't feel like it, you know, fake it till you make it. Another thing that I do is I have a Pinterest page and it's called my vision board, and I'll just go on Pinterest and like scroll through the pictures and like see somebody's like purse full of like money, or like see somebody performing on a stage, or a streamer like having a really good live stream, or just all these pictures. I scroll through them, I save them, and then I have this widget, so on my phone I always see those pictures like going through. Whenever I open my phone, like right on the front page, there's pictures of my vision board. So I just look at that and I'm always reminded. I'm always on my phone, so I'm always reminded of my goals. Just keep your goals in mind and lock in. Manifestation is real. Just tell yourself, like, I am successful. I do have these things. I am capable of achieving these things. Anything is possible, seriously. If a little worm like me can be a content creator, you can do whatever you want. I'm serious. The second question is, if you could eat only one snack forever, what would you choose? Potato chips. Literally just plain potato chips. Like, that is my favorite snack. You can dip them in anything. You can have them with a pickle. Shit. You can take some lettuce, put it on chip, dip it, and put a pickle on top. Oh my fucking God. Oh shit. So yeah, regular potato chips, honestly of any kind, but if I'm picking one potato chip, Lay's lightly salted. The next question: what is your favorite hair color that you've ever had? I've had a lot of hair colors. I've had a lot of hair colors in my life. I think the blonde is my favorite. It's not my peak blonde. It's not like the peak of my blonde. Actually, it's like the very end of my cycle where I need to bleach and tone. I need to bleach and tone. Someone came on my stream the other day. They're like, do you need money for your roots to be touched up? And I was like, yeah. Yes, send me $100, thank you. But my favorite hair color I've ever had, man, I've had green, blue, purple, red, pink, half brown, half blonde. Yeah, the blonde is my favorite. I think my second favorite was probably half brown, and then the blonde money pieces in the front. I had that for a really long time, but this is just, is it very damaged? Yes. You can tell because one side is longer than the other. Okay, don't look at it, but I don't know, I think blonde's a really good color on me. Smack it on top. One of the questions is, what kind of dog is Potato? This is Potato. He's a Chihuahua mixed with a wiener dog, and he's 7 years old. Yes, and he weighs 8 pounds. And he's really little. A lot of people think he's a cat on my stream. He is a dog, and he really wants my food. So spicy and so good. Every time I use tongs, I just have to like, I don't know why. It makes me feel like Mr. Krabs. Now is the point in the video where you guys watch me eating in super fast speed. Ready, set, go. back to the questions. The next question is, what is your favorite place? Maybe it's tacky, but I love Las Vegas. That's one of my favorite places that I've ever been. There's just so much to do. There's so many different types of people. There's so many people there for so many different reasons. And everybody's always a vibe. Some sort of vibe. It's interesting. You know, I've been to LA. I really haven't been that many places. I've been to Canada. That's the only place I've ever been out of the country. I went to Ottawa. It was pretty cool there, but I was like 14, 15, so. But I want to go with Las Vegas. I think that's my favorite place I've ever been. I just really like it there. I think it's really cool. There's a lot of cool stuff. This is an interesting question. Would you rather be a professional Overwatch player or have $10 million? I would rather have $10 million. I would rather have $10 million. Bro, could you imagine the stress of being a professional Overwatch player? I could use that $10 million to go play professionally. So I could have both. Actually, I could have both. So next question. If you could visit any country, I'm taking my $10 million and I'm going to South Korea. I really would like to go to South Korea. I would really, really like to go to Jeju Island in South Korea. And I also want to go to China. I don't know where in China I want to go, but I see so much cool shit about China on my TikTok. I'm like, damn, I want to go to China. Next question. Top 3 favorite foods. McDonald's is my #1 favorite food. Like a cheeseburger from McDonald's, or their nuggets are really good. And their fries. Okay, McDonald's is #1. #1 is McDonald's. #2 is Jimmy John's, on which this specific order is #2. And #3, chocolate cheesecake. Specifically, the Godiva dark chocolate cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. So, McDonald's, this, cheesecake, boom. This is a question I get asked a lot of the time, and I don't know what vibe I'm giving off that makes it seem like it. Top 3 favorite anime. I actually don't watch anime. The last time I watched anime, I actually watched that Kake, whatever the fuck it's called. I watched that gambling anime. I watched a couple episodes and I was like, what the fuck is this? I used to watch anime in middle school. I enjoyed Black Butler, but I feel like that's like a middle school anime. I watched Fruits Basket, Black Butler, Ouran High School Host Club, Elfen Lied, Vampire Knight, but I don't really like anime that much. Like, no hate. Y'all can like anime, that's totally fine, but I just don't really watch anime. And the last question I got is, what is your height and what is your age? I'm 25, I'm gonna be 26 on July 31st at the end of this month, and I'm 5'7". I low-key just took a bite out of the paper. Last bite, make it count. Ooh, the fold on this chip, bro. Boom. Boom. Super good. Oh my god. 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10. Fuck. Thank you guys for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below if you go to Jimmy John's and what do you get from Jimmy John's. Maybe I'll try somebody else's order. And let me know if you tried mine and you liked it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.